And now Taylor Lucero reciting the class poem.
Bloom. Blanketed in earth's grandeur, nurtured and fed, taking root, we began our ascent. Sprouting towards the effervescent soil above. Onward towards our benevolent sun, we were met with the reality of our adversity. Pushing down, she bore her fangs. Soon began her effluent onslaught, weathered by her floods and fire, tested by her pressure and ire, pushing us to her never-ending pyre. Ensconced in our pod, we were able to germinate and grow, aided by the paths carved and ingrained from long ago. Piercing through the stone, tearing through ancient roots, we carved our own distinct path while stitching our coiled base, thrusting forth the flourishing mallow, onward towards the radiant sun. We were able to sprout and swell. Pushing up, we bore our buds. Realizing our fruitful potential, we broke her reign. Protected no longer, we begin our ceremonial fanfare, equipped with our former's roots and heritage. Our own unique color and aroma spreads. Under the violet dusk, we spread our bouquet of evening primrose and moonflower. Bathed in the light of promise, we bloom.
And now, yellow! And now, Louis Young III will be singing an original essay.
Dr. Bayetta, Mrs. Lafayette, Mrs. Giuliano, members of the school committee, faculty, staff, graduates, and distinguished guests. My name is Louis Diamond, and I am the salutatorian of Norton High School's class of 2016. Before I begin, I would like to thank the people who are in the audience tonight. I know that each and every one of you has had an impact on the lives of the graduates up on the stage, so I would like to acknowledge you and thank you for your commitment to these students. As I sat down to write this speech, many thoughts were flowing through my head, such as, what am I going to write about? How am I going to portray this class? What will my message be to these students and the audience? I have never spoken at an event like this, so I was really nervous about what I was going to say. However, as I looked back and remembered all of the memories I've made with these graduates, I realized it would not be too difficult, since I had so much to say about them. There are an infinite number of ways to describe this class, but I believe there are 3 words that can reflect the best qualities of these students. These 3 words are camaraderie, challenge, and commitment. First, let's talk about camaraderie. Camaraderie is defined as the mutual trust and friendship among people who spend a lot of time together. Where I work, it is one of the company's 6 core values, emphasizing the importance of relationships in the success of a major production. As I look at the class of 2016, I see many people that show a lot of camaraderie towards each other. From group projects to student-organized events to the senior prank, everyone made an effort to work together so that everybody would be successful both in and out of school. The next word that comes to mind is challenge. Our class also experienced a lot of challenges throughout our high school careers. The most obvious example is our class load. I was able to take 6 AP classes over the last 2 years at NHS, but I know people that took many more, including some who took 5 in a single year. Even if people didn't take the honors or AP courses, they were able to face the challenges of their classes head-on, and they were able to push through and make it to the stage tonight. Additionally, many of these students faced challenges outside of the school walls, whether there were family concerns, personal obligations, or anything in between. These people were able to challenge themselves to be their very best at anything they did and did not let anything stop them. Finally, we have the word commitment. I cannot express how devoted these students were to every single activity the high school presented to them. Many of these students participated in a myriad of extracurricular activities, including athletics, clubs, honor societies, etc., that accompanied their schoolwork on a daily basis. Some of these students even had the opportunity to focus on state championship runs while at NHS, thanks to the wrestling, soccer, track teams. After reflecting on our class, I realized some of our best students did not just sit in their bedrooms and study all day, but they were out and about, playing sports, working, volunteering their time in the community, or being in a multitude of clubs and activities. These students did not just let their extracurriculars affect their academics and vice versa, producing some of the best students, some of the best athletes, some of the best student athletes, and some of the best people this school has ever seen. As I close, I want to read a quote from the children's book, By My Brother's Side, by former NFL players Tiki and Rondé Barber. Believe in yourself, and others will too. Whenever I felt down and hopeless about the task at hand, my mom would remind me of this quote, and then I got the confidence to get it done. Graduates, as I read this, I hope you realize its message, that if you believe something is possible, then others will see that belief and be there to support you. And that confidence from yourself and others will make you the best you can possibly be. I wish all of you the best of luck on your future endeavors, and if I do not get the chance to see you again, I hope your lives turn out as great as I and many others think they can be. Thank you.
And Cassandra Phillips.
Good evening, Dr. Baeta, Principal Lafayette, Assistant Principal Giuliano, members of the school committee, faculty, students, parents, families, and guests. I am sincerely honored to be giving this speech tonight. However, writing this speech was a difficult process to say the least, a process that involved a few late nights and many discarded drafts. I had trouble determining the best path to take. Did I want to make it humorous, sentimental, maybe throw a few graduation cliches in there for good measure? I knew what I wanted to say, I just wasn't sure how to say it. One day after class, a friend of mine said she wanted my speech to inspire her. She most likely meant it as a joke, but I began to feel the pressure. What was there left for me to say that hasn't already been said numerous times throughout our high school careers? So I dug deep. I thought about the words that stuck with me throughout the last few years, the words that gave me a little bit of encouragement and support when I needed it. Throughout high school, I have been given advice and insight from friends, teachers, relatives, both distant and close, as well as strangers. Each person has given me a piece of their own unique perspective, a perspective developed through different experiences, with the hope that their words would inspire me. Now this is my opportunity to speak, with the hope that my words will resonate with some, if not all of you, in some way. As we navigate the path that we believe we are meant to take, everyone could use a little extra inspiration. We all have such different plans, dreams, and goals. Some of us know exactly the direction that we want to go in, and some of us are still not sure. Christopher Morley said, "There is only one success, to be able to spend your life in your own way." On the stage with me tonight are your future teachers, doctors, nurses, business executives, military officers, and writers, just to name a few. On the stage are students who persevered the last 4 years and succeeded. Each of us will take different roads to get to the places that we want to go, and we will all find our way at our own pace. But it won't be by luck. Milton Berle said, "If opportunity doesn't knock, then build a door." However, it takes courage, resilience, and an open mind to build those doors. At first glance, the opportunities that we are given may not seem to be what we are looking for, but I have found that great things can come from unexpected situations. Class of 2016, work for your dreams and your goals. Do not be afraid to fail. Do not be scared of changing your mind about who you are and who you want to be. Do not forget the pieces of high school that have made you who you are. I believe that while it's important to be excited for the memories that you will make in the future, it is also important to remember how you became the person you are today. Maybe playing baseball or softball made you realize the importance of being able to work as a team. Or maybe joining DECA was a huge influence on your plans for the future. Maybe it was simply the people, whether it be friends or teachers, who had the greatest impact of all. Every person I see before me is more than just a future graduate of Norton High School. They are kind, creative, intelligent, and hardworking people with potential to do great things. Classmates, appreciate all the knowledge and experience that you have gained over the last 4 years, but always be eager to learn more. One of my favorite quotes is as follows: "Always walk through life as if you have something new to learn, and you will." Embrace diversity. Embrace the fact that everyone you meet can teach you something. It is important to have a change of perspective every so often in order to adapt, to learn, and to grow. This is the time in our lives when change makes people excited, but also nervous. Change does not have to be a source of anxiety. Graduating high school does not mean letting go or forgetting. It does not mean we have to start over. It can mean keeping those past experiences in mind while we make new memories and become the people our 5-year-old selves aspired to be all those years ago. As we move forward to the next stages of our lives, whatever they may be, I encourage you all to remain open to the opportunities and challenges ahead. Remaining closed off will only serve to limit choices and chances. The person I was 4 years ago would have felt extremely nervous and anxious about giving a speech in front of so many people. I was never someone who felt comfortable public speaking, but over the years I've grown more confident. The importance of this moment is not lost on me, and I'm grateful to have been given the opportunity to enjoy it. I encourage you all to take risks on worthwhile pursuits, regardless of how intimidating they may seem. Confront your anxieties with determination, your apprehension with tenacity. How can anyone expect to learn and grow if they do not put faith in their ability to succeed? I have found inspiration in the people that I have known and met throughout the years, in their stories, their achievements, and their hopes for the future. Every person that you have met, or will someday meet, can offer inspiration and support that is uniquely their own, but you must be willing to receive it. Appreciate the people who have challenged and motivated you to find your purpose. Be grateful to those whose dedication and encouragement have helped you grow into a better person. Family, friends, and teachers, be thankful to those who have pushed you this far and will continue to help you on your way. There will be doubts and adversity. The path that we will take will not be without some bumps and roadblocks. Find the courage and the strength to overcome these difficulties. Find it in the support from the community that we have called our own for so long. Find it in the encouragement from the people who have lifted us up and cheered us on throughout the years. But most importantly, find it in yourself. Do not forget how important you are. Your thoughts, your actions, and your words, those are your legacy. Class of 2016, be proud of what you have accomplished, all that you can still achieve, and everything that you can leave behind is your legacy. Each one of us is capable of a bright future full of success. Sometimes all we need is a little extra inspiration to get there. Thank you.
Nice work, Cassie and Lowen! Class of 2016. Now, Principal of Norton High School, Megan Lafayette.
Good evening.
A
Dr.
presentation of
Bayetta, school committee members, parents, family, friends, Norton Public School faculty and staff, and members of the class of 2016. Graduation is a wonderful occasion and the culmination of 13 years of hard work. It is a memory that you will hold on to for quite some time. As your class president mentioned, it has been an impressive year of activities and events that brought you all together. On this stage tonight are students who have achieved many accolades. We have talented musicians, creative artists, future engineers, high school quiz show contestants, and state champions. These are all experiences to be cherished. But what I know about high school is that memories fade. What I mean by that is, the specific memories will. For example, you will not necessarily remember who you sat with at prom, or what grade you received on a senior research paper. But what you will remember is even more important. I hope what you take with you about your time in Norton High School is that you were cared for while you were here. That in the 4 years you spent in our halls, classrooms, and playing fields, you were surrounded by educators who truly wanted the best for you. We know high school is not easy, and that it is a time and place where knowledge is fought for and attained, where friendship is made and broken, and where love is lost and found. I hope you know that through all the joys and struggles at Norton High School, you knew you were in a place where adults were happy to support you and educate you. A place where enthusiasm for learning was contagious and support for students was unquestionable. And so I have a challenge for you, class of 2016. You live in a world where instant gratification and the opinions of strangers on social media rule the day. I challenge you to stay positive and to be kind. That is the message I hope you take with you tonight. Remember what is truly important about high school and about life. It is the positive relationships you formed with your classmates and with your teachers. It was the kindness we as a school community came to expect of one another. Specifically, it was the generosity you showed to an ill teacher through a dodgeball tournament to raise money to support medical research. It was the unity you felt as you danced all night at prom. It was the passion you evoked when you held a rally on the town common. It was the anticipation you experienced when the state championship game came down to penalty kicks. It is this moment right now and the love and support of the people here in this crowd. Those are the memories that matter the most. Memories will fade, but compassion you give another person is unforgettable. We are proud of all you have achieved, and we are eager to see the kindness that you will bring to the world. Thank you, class of 2016.
Well said speech by Megan Lafayette.
Dr. Bayetta, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduates of the class of 2016. They have completed all graduation requirements as put forth by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.